A contractor proposes accounts for the year ending 31st December each year. He commenced a contract on 1st April 2011. The following information relates to the contract as on 31st December 2011, where we know material issued is 2,51,000, labor charges are 5,65,600, salary to foreman 81,300. A machine costing 2,60,000 has been on the site for 146 days. Its working life is estimated at 7 years and its final scrap value is 15,000. A supervisor who is paid 8,000 per month has devoted one half of his time to this contract. All other expenses and administration charges amounts to 1,36,500. Material in hand at site cost 35,400 on 31st December 2011. The contract price is 20 lakhs. On 31st December 2011, 2/3 of the contract was completed. The architect issued certificates covering 50% of the contract price and the contractor has been paid 7,50,000 on account. Prepare contract account and show how much profit or loss should be included in the financial accounts to 31st December 2011. Okay, so we have various set of information. So basically we have to prepare contract account and find out what should be the profit or loss that should go to profit and loss account or financial statements. Okay, to start with, we have the information that they commenced the contract on 1st April 2011. It means the contract was not from 1st Jan 2011, it's rather only from 1st April, and the period is ending on 31st December. It means the working period for this contract is only 9 months. So we have to keep this in mind, and we have some other charges related to the contract like material issued, labor, salary. Let's capture all this one by one in our contract account. Okay, so let me take you to the contract account. So here we have the structure contract account with debit, credit, everything. So let's get started. The first item is supposed to be this material issued, which should be debited to contract account. So we'll say to material issued, and what is the amount involved? It is 251,000. So 2,51,000, that's about material issued. Then we have labor charges 5,65,600. So we'll say to labor charges 5,65,600. Then we have salary to foreman 81,300. To foreman salary, it is 81,300. Then we have some information about mission. A mission costing 2,60,000 has been on the site for 146 days. Its working life is estimated at 7 years and its final scrap value is 15,000. It means a machine worth 2,60,000 is taken for this contract, and let's see what is the exact value of the machine that got consumed. But the machine that has gone into the contract is 2,60,000. So we'll say to machine 2,60,000. So one question that will come to your mind is, this machine is not fully used because this is on site only for 146 days, whereas the useful life is 7 years. So how we can debit entire value? So for that, what I would say is, we will credit this contract account after providing for depreciation on machine for that many days. So that will help us to charge the exact amount of machine that got consumed in this project. So what we'll do to take care of this machine, we will have a small working note. Working note 1, where we'll say computation of depreciation or WDV of machine. Okay, so what is the value of machine? We know value of machine is 2,60,000. So we'll say cost of machine is 2,60,000. Now we have to provide for depreciation on this machine, right? So how do we provide for depreciation? When we provide for depreciation, we should take into consideration the residual value. So we'll say item B less depreciation, and at that point we have to take into consideration the residual value as well. The residual value what we have, or the scrap value, is 15,000. So we have to say it is 2,60,000 minus 15,000. So this is the depreciable amount divided by 7. So this will give us depreciation per annum. Okay, but we are concerned about depreciation for certain number of days only. How many days? 146 days. So this figure is for per annum. We have to find out what is the depreciation for that many days. So what we can do is we can say this is fully for 365 days, right? So here I'll introduce a bracket. I can say this is fully for 365 days. Then what is for that 146 days? So divided by 365 multiplied by 146. So if I do this calculation here, okay, let me just copy paste. If I do this calculation here, let's see what we get. We get 14,000. So this is going to be the value of depreciation, right, for that 146 days. So what will be the book value of the machine at the end of the project? Okay, we'll say book value or written down value. So at the end of the project, the machine will be valued at 2,60,000 minus 14,000. So it's going to be 2,46,000. So what we can do in this contract account on the credit side, we can say buy machine account, and we can pick up the value from this working note where we'll say 2,46,000. So on debit we have 2,60,000, on credit we have 2,46,000. So automatically the depreciation effect of 14,000 is given to this contract. Okay, next we have supervisor. He is paid salary of 8,000, but he devoted only one half of his time for this contract. So whatever the salary paid for him, we have to take the total salary and we should divide it by 2. Okay, so let's do that. So we'll say to supervisor's salary, and it's basically 8,000, but of that 8,000 we are going to consider only 50%. Okay, and this should be multiplied by number of months. So total number of months is only 9 because the contract started on 1st April. So multiplied by 9 we get 36,000. So this is the supervisor's salary. Okay, then we have some admin charges. Let's factor the admin charges. We'll say 2 admin charges, and it is 1,36,500. So that is done. Okay, and any other information? Material in hand at site on 31st December is 35,400. So that should be credited to contract account. So we'll say buy material, within bracket in hand, it is 35,400. So that is done. So what else we have? That's it. So we have some additional information. Contract price is 20 lakhs. On 31st December 2011, 2/3 of the contract was completed. Architect issued certificate covering 50% of the contract price. Contractor was paid 7,50,000. You have to find out what is the profit or loss that should be included in the financial account. So now what we'll do, for the time being, let us close this account in stage 1 and we'll find out what is the works cost. For that we have to do something, that is we have to total this. Let's see what is the total on the debit side. It works out to 13,30,400. On the credit side it is lesser, so we have to follow the debit total. So on credit side we'll have a difference of 13,30,400 minus 35,400 minus 2,46,000. It means it is 10,49,000. So what is this? This is nothing but works cost. Okay, so far some work has been conducted and the cost is 10,49,000. Now this is very important for us because once we are done with this, okay, we can go and find out what is the notional profit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer this works cost from this contract account in stage 1 to stage 2. So here I'll say I'll carry forward. I'll say to works cost. I'm just doing this for facilitating the calculation. That's it. Okay. So the cost of work done so much is 10,49,000. Okay. But what is the architect certificate for work completed? Here the question says the architect issues certificate covering 50% of the contract price. So we are going to have a certificate where on the credit side we'll say by work certified, and we know the contract price. What is the contract price? It is 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs multiplied by 50%. So work certified is 10 lakhs. It means there can be some uncertified portion also. But how do we find out that? See, somewhere the question makes a mention that 2/3 of the contract was completed, right? It means whatever we have spent so far, this 10,49,000, it represents 2/3 of the contract. So let's try to visualize what will be the total contract cost. If this represents 2/3, what will be the total contract cost? Okay, so let's have a working note for that. So we'll have this working note 2 where we'll compute what is the total contract cost and work uncertified. Okay, because we know what is work certified. So our focus should be on work uncertified because those two information is very critical. So what is the total contract cost spent so far? We have that here. That is, we have the works cost, which is 10,49,000, right? So let me put that here. Works cost is 10,49,000. And what is the percentage of work completion? We have in the question percentage of work completed. We have the percentage of work completed as 2/3. So I'm going to say it is 2/3, or let me put it mathematically, 2/3 is equal to 2 divided by 3. Yeah, sorry for that. 2 divided by 3 is 0.67. Okay, so what we can understand is this 10,49,000 represents 0.67. It means 67%. Or if I put it rightly in percentage, it should be something like this, 66.67%. Okay, so if this 10,49,000 represents 66.69%, what is 100%? So that's what we have to find out. It is total cost of contract. And how I can find that? It is simple, A divided by B. Okay, so 10,49,000 divided by 66.67%, it means 100% is going to be 15,73,500. Fine. So this is going to be the total cost of the contract. But what is the percentage where architect certified? Architect certified only 50% of the contract price. Okay. It means 20 lakh is the contract price. He certified 50%, 10 lakhs. But what is the cost of contract certified? So that's, we'll have it here. Cost of contract certified, or I'll say cost of work certified. And that's simple. It is 15,73,500 multiplied by 50%. It means when he certified for 10 lakhs, its cost is 7,86,750. But we know 2/3 of the work has been completed, which is 10,49,000. Out of 10,49,000, architect has certified only 7,86,750 only. Okay, it means there is uncertified work. And how can I find out? Uncertified work is nothing but item number A minus D, and it is 10,49,000 minus 7,86,750, which is 2,62,250. Now this information is very critical for us because this should also be credited in contract account. So let's go to contract account. Already we have credited the contract account by work certified. So let us also credit by work uncertified, which we can pick up from working note 2. Let's do that. It is 2,62,250. Okay, so now if you look at it, on the credit you have two items, whereas on the debit you have one item and you have a notional profit. So how do you find out the notional profit? Let's do the totaling now. So on the credit side, total is so much, 12,62,250. So let's follow the same total on the debit side also. It means here we have a difference, and this difference is nothing but notional profit. So we'll say to notional profit, but this entire notional profit cannot be taken to profit and loss account. That's where we have problem. So if you want to find out what should be the notional profit that should be taken to profit and loss account, what we'll do, we'll continue this contract account as stage 3. Okay, it means I'm going to bring that notional profit over here. By notional profit, amount is 2,13,250. Of this, I cannot carry everything because in the introductory sessions we have understood that the notional profit that can be taken to profit and loss account, that is when your contract is incomplete, the profit that can be taken to profit and loss account is linked with your project completion, it is linked with your cash received, it is linked with your work certified. Okay, so if you go through the question says 2/3 of the project has been completed. Okay, so 2/3 means it is greater than 50%, so it is in the band of 50 to 90. When it is between 50 to 90, then you have a specific formula where you will be taking 2/3 of the notional profit adjusted for proportion of cash received to work certified. Okay, so that's more important. So we need a working note. So it is working note 3, computation of notional profit to be transferred to profit and loss account. Okay, so if you could recollect the formula, we had a formula saying 2/3 of notional profit. 2/3 of notional profit can be taken to profit and loss account provided it is taken in proportion of cash received to work certified. So this is the formula. So we need all this information. If we have all this information, we can find out what is the notional profit that can be taken to profit and loss account. Okay, so let's capture one by one. First is notional profit. We can pick up from here. Yeah, we can pick up from here, which is 2,13,250. Then we need cash received information. So what is cash received? What information we have in the question? Question says contractor has been paid cash of 7,50,000. So that's simple, 7,50,000. Then we need information on work certified. Work certified, yes, that we had in the question as well, which is 50% of the contract price, that is 20 lakhs into 50%, and that was 10 lakhs. So now we have all the information. So now we can easily find out by applying this formula, right? So let me just copy that. So going by the formula, I have to take 2/3 of notional profit. Notional profit is 2,13,250, and that should be multiplied by cash received and divided by work certified. So if I do that, I get the figure as 1,06,625. So this is the notional profit that can be transferred to, say, transfer to P&L account. So let me take this. Let me take this to contract account. In contract account, I'll say to costing profit and loss account. Okay, and this is from working note 3. And the amount involved is 1,06,625. So we had a notional profit of 2,13,000, but what we are transferring to profit and loss account is only 1,06,625. It means the balance will be taken to work in progress as reserve. Okay, so let's do the totaling. So on the credit side we have 2,13,250. On debit we have 1,06,625. So let's take this total. So here we have this difference, and difference again it's same amount, and we can say it is to work in progress, and we call it as reserve. Fine, so everything is done and our contract account is complete now.